President Joe Biden had the kind of night that left many Democrats with debate distress, the kind of feelings that they shared privately while publicly party members were circling the wagons. The Dems hoping the campaign and their candidate can recover before the DNC.
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol.
President Joe Biden's struggles during the debate were painfully obvious for Democrats in particular, the fallout leaving them fretting.
He failed to deliver in terms of being strong on the issues, in terms of being substantive, and in terms of even making sense. And when you're 80 years old and you come across like that, it basically confirmed all the worst fears the Democratic Party had.
But what does this mean for the Democratic National Convention coming to Chicago in less than 2 months, with a number of Democrats privately concerned enough to be calling for President Biden to step aside?
I think that they're overreacting for calls for POTUS to step down from the ticket. I don't think that that is helpful at all. I think you're just writing television ads for the Republicans.
Today, President Biden appearing much more invigorated as he hit the campaign trail, addressing his struggles last night, taking a shot at Donald Trump for his slew of falsehoods.
I don't debate as well as I used to, but I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
With the majority of convention delegates already pledged to Biden, any change in the party's nominee would require Biden's blessing, which seems unlikely.
I think that if he says, well, I'm no longer seeking the nomination and you guys can just make whatever decision you want to make in Chicago, that it's going to be a complete fiasco.
There is no way that a sitting president relinquishes power to someone else to run in his place. Just not going to happen, particularly not this president.
The DNC chairman defending Biden today.
The vice president said it so clearly last night that a presidency is not defined by a 90 minutes debate. It's about the policies and the actions that you take throughout that.
So a lot can happen between now and the Democratic National Convention in August and the general election in November. As you guys are mentioning, it's September 7th when they'll come back together again. Some questions perhaps about whether Trump will even want to debate now. Why would he go back out there? But if they do, I think we'll probably see a very different Joe Biden than this time around. The party can't afford for him not to be better.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.